Hello, welcome back to Lady Love Said Reads. My name is Jessica and this is a series sampler and FOMO vlog. I used to do themed vlogs back when I posted multiple videos every week, but I did get away from doing them. One, because I didn't like how it sort of forced this TBR on me, and I often had to read books I wasn't in the mood to read. It just ended up not being fun. But I have an opportunity to do one that will be fun because I'm trying to pick out my next manga series. I finished reading the manga series I was working on back in May, which was The Promised Neverland. And I only really like to read one manga series at a time. And I'm also kind of limited in the manga that I have available to me because I have to use what's at my library. Manga are expensive and series are usually really long, so I don't usually buy manga. So I'm limited to what my library has or what I can find online. So if you watched my June library haul, I will link it to you up here. In that haul, I shared with you the 4 manga that I checked out to basically figure out what my next manga series is going to be. So in this vlog, I'm going to combine 2 themed vlogs that I have previously done. The first theme is a series sampler, where basically in one vlog, I read the first book of multiple series. Buttershaw is being wild. I read the first book in multiple series to see if I want to continue the series. So series sampler. And then the other theme vlog that I used to do is called FOMO diaries, where due to fear of missing out, I would try something I've never tried before after I read each book. So I'm doing a combination of those two. I'll be reading 4 first books in 4 different manga series. So that sounded confusing. The first volume of 4 different manga series is what I'll be reading. So 4 like manga volumes in total. And then for each one that I finish, I am going to try something new. So we've got a combination of themed vlogs going on. So, okay. The first one that I'm picking up is Emma by Kaoru Mori. And I do recommend watching the June TBR. It's a very short little video, so loop back and watch that one so that you know what these are about. If you want to know what these are about, you don't have to if you don't want to. This is a love story, and it's set in London, and it's a love story between a maid and a wealthy young son. Or it says the eldest son of a wealthy family. And it has to do a lot with class distinctions. That is what I know about this one. I did start reading it today. I read the first chapter and it's pretty cute. It's funny. It made me laugh out loud at parts. Hello, I finished Emma. I didn't do a mid check-in or whatever. I might not do halfway point check-ins for these because they're so short. But I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was cute. I thought it was wholesome. I probably won't finish the series. I just got really bored at certain parts. And it didn't have enough high stakes for me. It didn't have enough intrigue for me either, really, even just for romance. So it was cute. I think for the right audience, it will be a great story. I don't know that I'm the right audience for it. It's very, I don't even know. Like, it was weird because there's not a whole lot going on in the plot. There's also not a whole lot of character development. So, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't the best. But like I said, I did think it was cute and wholesome, and you know, if you need to pass the time and have nothing else to read, go ahead and pick it up. but I probably will not be continuing that one. The next one I'm going to try out is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? And so let me read you just the back of it. It says, in Orario, the only place with an entrance to the massive subterranean dungeon, there's a certain tavern where the most desperate and vulnerable bring their troubles. There, the ex-adventurer Liu Leon uses her terrifying strength to wrest what justice she can from the shadows of the labyrinth city. But when a girl goes missing and all evidence points toward the powerful Grand Casino, Liu may need more than brute force to help. That's the next one I read. Okay, now in terms of FOMO diaries, it is summer. I struggle with hydration because of autonomic dysfunction, because of my health conditions, and I wanted to try out some different like electrolyte mixes. And someone on Facebook was selling a couple of packets for like $1. So I have a couple different electrolyte packets I want to try and see if I like them, because I'm looking for something that's got less sugar than like a Gatorade. So that's what I'm gonna do for Emma's FOMO diaries test out, whatever I want to call it. You know, because for every book I read, I want to try something new. So I'm going to try out one of those electrolyte mixes and see how I like it. And I'm a little bit stumped on what to do for the other 3 here that I'm reading. Like, that's because, I mean, the default for me is like, oh, try a recipe or try a new restaurant, or, and I'm like, I've got to find something that's not just like food, you know? So I would love to know your suggestions for things in the comments for the next time I do a FOMO diaries, of what are some things you would like to see me try out. Like, do you want to see me try out a new hobby or a movie or TV show, or do you want to see me try a new activity? Let me know what your ideas are in the comments, because I'm a little stumped moving forward. I'm gonna have to get creative, I think. Later in the evening on a different day, and it's hot out, and I just got home from the barn and I'm dehydrated, so I guess it's a good time to try out one of these electrolyte mixes. I'm going to try out Drip Drops, and I've got the lemon lime flavor. It has no sugar and lots of electrolytes. It says 3 times the sodium electrolytes per ounce versus traditional sports drinks. You're supposed to put 1 of these packets into 8 ounces of water. It smells very lemon lime. There's what it looks like. It looks kind of like a lemonade. I'm trying to mash up all the powder. Yeah, it looks a lot like a lemonade. Okay, taste test time. It tastes like a lemonade. It has kind of a weird aftertaste. I mean, this mostly tastes fine. It tastes like a lemonade, and I guess we'll just see if it helps me feel more hydrated than like a Gatorade would. I DNF'd this. I didn't know this was a spinoff to a bigger series, but there's just a lot that I didn't quite understand. I couldn't get into it, and I think you do need to have read the original series before you'll be able to appreciate the spin-off series. So this was a DNF. I won't complete the series because it's a spin-off, and I don't think that my library has the original version. Now, I do not know what I want to do for FOMO Diaries for this one. I'm going to have to think about it for a while and get back to you. Next, I'm picking up Black Butler by Yana Taboso, and the back of this says, just a stone's throw from London lies the manor house of the illustrious Phantom Hive earldom, and its master, one C.L. Phantom Hive. Earl Phantom Hive is a giant in the world of commerce, Queen Victoria's faithful servant, and a slip of a 12-year-old boy. Fortunately, his loyal butler, Sebastian, is ever at his side, ready to carry out the young master's wishes. And whether Sebastian is called to save a dinner party gone awry, or probe the dark secrets of London's underbelly, there apparently is nothing Sebastian cannot do. In fact, one might even say Sebastian is too good to be true, or at least too good to be human. I love how gothic the cover art is for this one, so that's what I'm reading next. And yeah, like I said, I'll get back to you about what I try for the FOMO Diaries installment of the previous one. Out what I want to do for my FOMO Diaries for Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon? And I think what I want to do for that is take a trip to my local museum, because my library has adventure passes that you can get, and one of the places you can get an adventure pass to for the day is a local museum. I haven't been to the museum in probably 6 or 7 years, and they have rotating displays, and I really like it. I like their permanent displays a lot, so it'll be fun to revisit that. And it looks like they have some interesting displays on rotation right now that I'll go see. So that's what I'm going to do for that FOMO Diaries. I did finish Black Butler, and I really enjoyed it. I think this is an excellent start to a series. I liked the characters. There had a little bit of humor in it. I liked the art style is fairly gothic, and I'm really intrigued by the butler, by the young man that he sort of watches over, and his family, and what their role is in the country and all of that. So I do think I am going to continue this series. Will it be the next one that I immediately jump into? We will see, because I still have one more to try out. I gave it 3 stars, by the way. So the next one that I'm going to try out is Soul Eater Volume 1 by Atsushi Ohkubo. I'll read you the back. It says, Maka is a weapon meister determined to turn her partner, a living Sith named Soul Eater, into a powerful death Sith, the ultimate weapon of death himself. Charged with the task of reaping tainted souls, Maka and her fellow meisters strive to master their weapons as they face off against the bizarre and dangerous minions of the underworld, but the Meister's own personal quirks may prove a bigger obstacle than any sultry enchantress. So it sounds really good, and like just based on the art style on the cover, I think I'm really going to like the art. The premise sounds really interesting, so I'm really excited to get to this one. Now, in terms of FOMO Diaries for this, I don't know yet what I'm gonna give a try. But here's my thought. Tomorrow, tickets go on sale for a concert that I want to go to, and the last time I tried to get tickets for a show, aside from just stuff here locally and like community theater kinds of things, like an actual established popular musician, right? Okay, I'm not going to tell you who, But the last time I tried was in 2022 to go see Harry Styles, and I did get tickets to Harry Styles. If you've seen my vlogs, I went and saw Harry Styles. It was awesome. It was a great time. So I do think I want to try tomorrow and get tickets to see this other artist I'm really interested in seeing. It's not Taylor Swift, but it is an artist that I just absolutely am obsessed with and love. And because I don't want to have FOMO of missing out, they are coming to Iowa, so it's not even a far drive that I'll have to make. So because I'll have FOMO if I don't at least try to get a ticket to go, I think that's what I'm going to do for this. So I'll insert footage of me going to the museum, and then I'll also insert footage of me trying to get tickets to the show tomorrow for this installment's FOMO Diaries entries. So now I just have to have one more new thing that I try out, or a FOMO diary thing that I do for Soul Eater when I finish this one and go to the library and vlog going to the library. So I'm trying to think of something that I could do that would be kind of fun for me to actually vlog for you, so this isn't just me like talking to you in this room for the whole vlog, you know what I mean? So stay tuned.
To sell out fast. Know that although you have a fair shot, tickets are not guaranteed. Already have tickets to another event? Make sure to download the Access app in advance, as you'll need it to scan into your event. In the meantime, your continued patience is much appreciated.
I tried to buy that concert ticket. It was for Chapel Roan, so it would have been an awesome show. And I did get in and was able to get a ticket, but it was a resale ticket, and they wanted $250 for one ticket in the nosebleed section. I can't afford that, so I did not end up getting a ticket, but at least I tried. Executive decision about this video. It is a failed FOMO diaries because I've been so sickly this summer. I just do not have the energy to get out there and do stuff. I'm also on a pretty strict budget, and I do not have the leeway in my budget to get out and do stuff. So I am nixing the FOMO diaries. I did a couple things to try and accomplish the FOMO diaries aspect of this video, but it's just not going well, and I'm just not going to be able to do anything for these last two manga. I'm sorry. This will just be a series sampler video. Did end up finishing Soul Eater, and I had to return all of the manga back to the library, and I gave Soul Eater 1 star. 1 star. I felt like it was really problematic, and the problem that I had with it wasn't the story so much as the artwork. The artwork, ooh, hyper sexualizes children, and there's just some really pervy pedophilic moments in it that really bothered me. So I gave it 1 star, and I'm sad about it because like the storyline sounded like it could be something really great, and it just, wow, that was a problem. So the manga series that I will be reading moving forward is Black Butler by Yana Taboso. I like this one the most out of the 4 that I tried out, and I will be continuing with this series through as many as my library has or as many as I can interlibrary loan. And that's my next manga series. Yay! That will do it for this video. Have you read any of these manga? If you have, let me know down below what you think of them. Do you have any series that you can recommend? Because maybe I can interlibrary loan something from the library and try out a series that wasn't in this particular video. So give me your recommendations for manga that you really like in the comments. If you just want to let me know that you are here, go ahead and give me the clinking champagne glass emoji for the Butler and Black Butler. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!